The second thing, your energy is sacred. This book is a product of energy. This guy took a bit of the energy that he has and he translated it into writings, and then it became a book. The best way to use your energy, which is a sacred resource that you are given by God, is to translate it into tangible things that can outlive you or that can continue to generate value for you even when you are not working. Every morning you wake up, you are given a new set of energy. Every morning you wake up, you're given a new set of energy. And that is the wonder of sleeping. When you sleep, God is renewing you so that in the morning, you don't wake up with the tiredness of yesterday unless you are not able to sleep at night. So sleep is God's way of renewing our energy so that when the morning comes, you have the energy for the day. I always like saying that if you feel you do not have energy for the day, don't step out for that day because the day will crush you. The way we float above the challenges of the day and the way we generate value from the days that we live in is by deploying our energy. And many of you probably have never thought about it this way. But from today, I want you to begin to think about your energy as a resource, as the capital that you've been given. Somebody spoke here and talked about capital. Before you are financed by financial capital, you must be able to convert your energy into a resource that will begin to draw the attention of the world. The other thing you need to know about energy is that you are not permitted to go to sleep when you are still full of energy. What are you going to do with that energy unless you have some activity that needs a little bit of your energy during sleep time, which is permitted? Most of your energy should be used when you are awake outside here. Some people have known how to use their energy to generate financial wealth. And others have known how to use their energy to generate intellectual wealth. Like this is intellectual wealth. Others have used their energy to generate lots and lots of things. It is intelligence to know how to convert your energy into value. If you are an intelligent person, you know that a bit of your youthful energy should be your insurance when you grow old. There is a time you'll try lifting that leg of yours and it will refuse. That leg that has been obeying your desires to be lifted. One day you lift it up and it will refuse. If you convert a bit of your youthful energy into value, when your old age comes, you will not need to struggle because you will have surrounded yourself with a system that can even lift that leg for you. Do you know how desperate it is for you to be very old and very poor? It is very bad. And especially when you remember that there is a time you are young and full of energy and you didn't use your youthfulness in a way that can secure your old age. And youthfulness is about energy. So for you to generate good value out of your energy, you should be able to know how to deploy yourself. Deploying yourself. Deploying yourself basically means you have decided that today I will use my energy to go to the gym and make sure that I have physical fitness. Or I will use my energy to read a book to build my intellectual power. Or I will use my energy to do a networking activity or to start a business. Most of those things that people have said here as things that they are succeeding in are actually results of proper deployment. So they have used their energy well. So you need to know how to deploy yourself so that you don't get to a place where you have nothing to show. It is my opinion that everybody should have something to show. Everybody, whether you went to school or you did not go to school, you should have something to show. Because energy does not speak academic language or whatever. Energy is energy. Energy is energy. You can actually be able to do work even if you have never been able to go to school. That is how our grandparents survived. Many of you think that if you have not gone to school, you are frozen. But you know you can still use that energy to move things around and get yourself into something. So you need to know how to deploy yourself so that when you're taking stock of your day, ask yourself, how did I use my energy? Many of us ask ourselves, how did I use my time? Time is a good thing, but you also must be able to think about energy. And one thing I'll tell you is that if you don't use your energy, it will just remain inside of you, and then you will go to bed with it. And when you have gone to bed, that stock is usually wiped, because the following day, all of you will wake up fresh. Those who went to bed tired, those who went to bed still fresh. In the following day, you will still wake up with a new set of energy. So we should know how to deploy ourselves intelligently and generate value with that. So intelligent deployment means that you deploy yourself in a way that will bring functionality and productivity. So at the end of the day, ask yourself, what have you produced? What have you generated that never existed before you started, but now exists and has value for you? One thing I know about life is that if you are a value producer, you will never run out of work. You will never run out of work. But if you don't generate value, you become a liability. Do you know there are people that even if they call you today, you don't want to receive their call? Because you know that the thing they are going to tell you is going to be like a burden to you. Either they are boring you with funny stories, or they are telling you something that will take money out of your pocket. You know, there are some calls that if you receive today, right now, there is some money that will leave you. And there are some calls that when you receive, money will get into your account. True or false? It is because by way of deployment, there are people who have become valuable or resourceful or assets, and others have become a liability. So when Daktari decided to deploy a bit of his energy into doing this, now he becomes a person of value. That's why we are here. So we are drawn here by the decisions he made, whether it was at night or during the day, we do not know. But that thing you decided to do that gave birth to this thing is what we are celebrating here today. So it is possible that you will call us again and we will come when you repeat the same thing for another book to come to life. So deploying yourself intelligently is very important.